Oh man, oh man, oh man. All right. What's going on, party people? This your man Grill. I'm out here early in the morning, early in the morning. 6:07. There I am. 6:07 in the morning, getting ready to go do this house inspection. Got a 40-minute drive out there. Sunrise is about 7 something, 7 o'clock, a little bit after 7. Tried to go out there the other day, yesterday actually, but I left a little late and there was all kind of traffic accidents out there, so I couldn't even get to the spot, and I just had to turn around and come back home. So I just dropped my son off about a couple of minutes ago, before he'd be to work at 6. So I dropped him off, and I said, let me just do a quick video. And I'm trying not to go off on a tangent. I really am. And the reason why is because I'm sitting here in this parking lot, and I come here, a couple of days a week, to drop my son off to work and pick him up. And there's 2 vehicles, actually 3, that I see parked in the same spot every single day. And what I see at those cars are human beings that are living out of them, and they have no place to go. And when I look at my life, I can't, because I don't know what your life is, but I look at my life, I realize that I'm very blessed. And I work hard so that I don't end up like that. And I'm not saying that from putting them down, because any of us could end up that way. And I sit here and it makes me want to cry. Not so much because of what they're going through, but because so many of us who are in this notary business and have an opportunity to make money to keep us from going into that situation, we spend all our time whining and complaining about every single little dime. I don't want to drive this far. I don't want to do that. I don't want to get up this time. I don't want to stay out this late. I don't. And personally, I'm just sick and tired of all of the complaining that people are doing about every single thing you're asked to do in this business. It's like people are getting paid money, and it's like nobody is ever satisfied. And I'm sitting here I know for a fact, I see this third car, but I know for a fact these 2 cars I'm looking at right now, they are homeless. And you got stuck up people in this business. Black folk, white folk, you name it. Men, women, young, old, whining about printing an extra 20 pages. And you got folk out here homeless. And your hind parts blessed enough to do this business, and somebody says, oh, we had an update to the CD, and you go full meltdown. I can't believe that. Why are you gonna, they ain't got their act together. What's wrong with them? They're not professional. I guarantee you, these human beings out here that's living in their daggone cars in this Walmart parking lot, and it's getting wintertime soon. For a week, I drove past, saw this guy sitting in one of those little walker things, sitting out here on the street corner, begging for money and stuff for over a week. I'm thinking that, okay, he was out there during the daytime, and then, no, he is just sleeping out here. They finally got him. Somebody finally came, and I think they took him to his homeless shelter, because I started seeing people like going, coming over there checking on him and stuff and everything. And they was able to, take care of him. I don't know what to do. And I've called the homeless, and I've tried Them people, they ask you so many daggone questions. It's like they trying to interrogate you and stuff. I've called, the shelter before about, people going through stuff and all that. And I'm seeing people out here and they spend more time trying to run you down and try to figure out who you are. Instead of like, well, let's go out here. Well, who are you and why are you calling and what city you live? It's like, God dang it, just go help the people. Don't worry about me. But it just breaks my heart that those of us who have the opportunity that's blessed enough to be in this business, you're whining and complaining over every little thing, like printing an extra 10 pages, or they made an honest mistake on the CD, or something happened and you just go in a full meltdown. I done had at least 7 closings over the last 3 weeks that I printed as more than 100 and some pages. Cancel. Last night, 8 o'clock last night, I went to my appointment. And guess what? They forgot. The wife shows up back home. I go to the door. She's like, yeah? I'm like, the notary? Oh, we forgot. Her husband is an hour away working, doing something. You're like, I won't be back until today, the next day and all that. 140 some pages. Call the title company. Call the signing company. We're going to have to redraw the documents because they date sensitive. These got to be, signed. They're going to give me maybe a $20, $25 print fee. All right, cool. I'm beyond tripping because somebody had to give me a print fee, or that's life. It happens. And yeah, I got to go back out there to them whenever they reschedule it. Yeah, I drove out there, this, that, and the other. But that's business. That's life sometimes. It happens that way. It happens. And is it really worth me whining and complaining over? Yeah, there's some things that I don't like. I don't like, unprofessionalism. But then I got to make sure I'm not being unprofessional. Because it's easy for us to call out other people's unprofessionalism but not address our own. If you know you personally can't handle the way this business is, leave. I gotta change that light because that thing been acting up. Leave. I'm serious. Because many of y'all are trying to force people who don't have the ability to pay you what you want to pay you what you want. And you're spending more time fussing about $10 here, 2 miles here, this time versus that time, rather than just go out here and work and earn some money. Too many of you want the big payday for little effort. You just want to show up and, okay, I'm here, and then you want $500, $400 for every daggone thing you do, but you can't get $400 a day out of your W-2, but you want $400 for 30, 40 minutes worth of work from a title company. Y'all delusional. And I don't care if y'all don't like what I'm saying. Because I'm just personally sick and tired of people in this notary business, starting with these daggone trainers and mentors and coaches, embellishing this business like it's some kind of golden goose. It's a golden goose for their hind parts because they're suckering y'all into paying them money for some bull courses that don't really help you to do anything. And y'all know this, but y'all hind parts won't say anything, and you keep going after them. You keep hoping that, well, maybe the next course they have will do this, maybe the next, and you keep getting suckered into losing money, and you won't do anything about it. You won't stand up for yourself, but yet you want to make the customers out here, you want to make the daggone turn my other light on. You want to make the signing company, the title company, y'all want to make everybody. And yeah, even the signing companies got a part in the play in this. The title, everybody's trying to get over on everybody else, and it's like, but what keeps me going is that I see how happy the people who I work with, the man and the woman that are sitting there, the young couple that's there. I see how happy they are because I know I'm doing this for my state, and I'm helping that person get what they need. And I just don't have time to whine and complain about every little dime out here. Pay me $5 more. Pay me $8 more. I mean, you got folk out here nickel and diming people talking about, they're like, well, every time my order comes through, I always ask for like $5 or $10 more just to see if they can. At some point in time, you just got to work, because you ain't doing that with your W-2. Y'all just got to stop whining. Man, I ain't never seen so many whiny people in my life. But I'm sitting out here looking at these people who are living out of their cars. And y'all don't even realize that I forget the name of the condition, but when you sleep in your car and you don't have an opportunity to actually lay prostrate out, it affects your body. It messes with your hips, all kinds of stuff. It can do damage on your body sleeping in a car to where you never get to relax. And and all I see, and they just walk around their car all day. I come here sometimes doing my delivery stuff, and I see them, and it's heartbreaking. They got some kind of money, they got some kind of food. Some of these people, they got checks coming, they just don't have a place to live. They can't afford a hotel that's right across the street here. There's several hotels, but they can't afford it. There's several extended stays, they just can't afford it. They don't have a credit card or whatever. And you whining about printing 20 pages. You whining that you gotta go back and print a new CD. And yeah, you're going to be late getting to the signing, but all you got to do is call the customers and say, hey, they got a new CD. Yeah, and most of the time they be like, yeah, we know. And I said, well, I'm going to be about 10 minutes late, but I have to go back and print it. Okay, no problem. And at the end of the whole transaction, you get paid, they get their money. They get this, whatever they're doing with the refinance or buying a house. You know what I'm saying? And neither one of you living out here in the street. But that ain't good enough. You need $10 more. You need $5 more. Well, why don't you get that $5 or $10 more and then you donate that to the local homeless shelter? Get that $5 or $10 more and give it to somebody that's on the street. Why don't you do that? You ain't doing that. You ain't thinking about doing that. Nah, you just want $10 more for your hind parts. It's sad. But I also know there's a lot of great people in this business that put forth every effort to do good. And y'all gonna have to start stepping up vocally. Y'all gonna have to start being more vocal against all of these people out here who taking advantage of people. Y'all are able to reach people that I can't. Y'all gonna have to let these folks know, hey, look, this is what the notary business is really about. This is what the business is about. This is how it works. This is how it works. That's how it works. And stop letting people be duped. Now, if they choose to be duped, that's on them. If they choose to go and to get suckered, that's on them. But I'm telling you, you're going to have to start stepping up and start talking for people and letting them know. You're going to have to. Because if you don't, it's going to get worse out here. You're going to continue to have these bad acting notaries out here. All these people that just, that's a little thing. All these people that just want to make money but don't really want to be an entrepreneur. They just want to make money, but they really don't want to be a notary. They don't really want to do the business. They just want to make money off the business. That's why so many of them quit being a notary and run into doing the daggone, training and mentoring and stuff. because they can't cut it. I'm just being real with you. There's several of them that can't cut it. And they turn around and they become trainers, they become mentors and all that, trying to be coaches and stuff. And they ain't trained and mentored nobody in their day job. They've been a paralegal for 16 years. They've been a daggone security manager for 17 years. They've been, frontline supervisor for 7 years. They've been all these different things. And they ain't never did a course. They ain't never did any mentoring. They ain't never did any coaching in the profession that they went to college for. But all of a sudden, they become a notary and they know everything about everything. They can help you do all of this, that, and the other, and this, that. I'm like, I'm like, nah. What makes you all of a sudden a coach? Well, I'm a professional. Okay, well, how many people did you teach or train or coach in your day job? None. Then what makes you qualified to do this? You ain't even been a notary that daggone long, but all of a sudden you can coach and mentor people into excellence in this, but you couldn't do it in your daggone day job. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You got an accounting degree, but you ain't taught no kind of accounting courses. I don't get it. But all of a sudden, you can teach everybody everything they need to know in the notary business, but you couldn't teach anybody anything they need to know in the daggone master's degree that you got. You have no track record of teaching anybody anything. But all of a sudden, you can be an expert. You are an expert in the notary business, and you can teach everybody what they need to know. Yeah. I don't trust you. I don't believe you. It's that simple. It's that daggone simple. I'm just tired of people getting taken advantage of. That's why I'm so upset, because when I see people out here struggling and they working their butts off to just make it, just to make ends meet, and then you got us out here who've been blessed to be in this business, all we're doing is whining and complaining about every little thing about the business. I mean, you all realize there are people that no sooner than they come in this business, they got a whole plethora of complaints about the business. I'm like, how are you complaining about something that you just got started in? You ain't even got your daggone notary stamp yet, but you already whining and complaining about, well, I don't know how much money I'm gonna get, and I don't know if they're gonna be this and this, and I'm like, you're complaining about every little daggone thing that folk that's been in the business 2-3 years complaining about, and you just got in. So that tells me you're listening to all these folk, and you've already adopted that negative mentality, and you're not going to be successful in this business at all. You're just not. It's not going to happen. There's no way you're going to be successful, because you've already came into the business with negativity, no positive outlook. I mean, I got people that call me complaining, talking about, well, I'm just trying to figure out, what if they cancel? Will I get paid? Well, how do you know about the cancellation stuff? Well, I heard it on Notary Cafe. Well, I was in this Facebook group and they was talking about it. I'm like, heck on. Well, can you at least try to well, I'm just trying to find out because I just want to know ahead of time what's going to happen. What if they want me to go back and print this and do this? And it's like, you already whining and complaining about stuff that you haven't even experienced. And I asked him, I said, then why are you in this business? Well, I heard you can make some good money. Okay, so let's do what it needs to make them. But now, before I start trying to make money in it, I want to know about all the failure points. So you want to know all about all the points of failure and how to mitigate those points of failure. Okay, did you have that same energy when you went and got your job, your day job? Did you have that same energy to make sure that you don't get turn that light off? about, you know, maybe get laid off and stuff. No, you didn't care about that. You like, well, I got a job. I'll deal with that when it happens. You see what I'm saying? You got people that sit up there and they got all kind of negative stuff to say about a job, but you'll still take the job. You will still take the job because you believe that you can do the job better than anybody else. You believe in yourself, but you become a notary, and it's like I need proof, a concept before I get involved in it. It's like, don't get involved in it then. I mean, that's really where we're at. I know I'm doing a rant right here, but y'all know what I'm saying is true. And I know I ain't gonna get a lot of comments and likes and all of that kind of stuff because people don't want to hear truth. You want to be fluffed. You want to be, you want the little fluffiness in life and all of that. And I'm sorry, you ain't gonna get that from me. You gonna get the truth, and the truth is, some of you don't need to be in this business. Some of you don't need to be in a business at all. You need to just learn how to manage your daggone money better. You need to learn to be more disciplined. You need to learn how to go ahead on and do what you need to do at your day job so you can get a promotion. That's what you need to learn how to do. And then you wouldn't need to go do all this other side hustle and this, that, and the other if you got your act together in your daggone day job. Show up to work on time. Stay at work. Do your job at work. Because all of those bad habits you got at your W-2, you're bringing them over here. That's what's hurting the business. And y'all know this. And all of them TMCs out there, all these people that's been in the business long enough, they know it. And if they don't, then it's probably because they just aloof to reality. It's that simple. They just, you know, they just got their heads in the cloud and stuff. Make sure ain't no popo over there in the corner. You know what I'm saying? That's what I see that's going on. And it breaks my heart to have to see people out here homeless, struggling. But you know what? The one thing I will say, those men and women, some of them younger, those men and women that's out here panhandling, asking for donations and stuff, I see them out here rain or shine, hot or cold. They out here. They out here getting $1 here, $3 there, some coins. And you whining about printing 10 pages. You whining, well, I don't do anything over 100 pages. If you ask me to print more than 100 pages, then you're going to have to pay me more. I'm like, you are so stuck up. Because the question then becomes, why is it such a financial burden for you to print 20 pages that typically run about 3 to 5 cents a page? And you need $50 to print 20 pages at 3 to 5 cents a page? Do the math on it yourself. That's what, $2 or something? $2 and some change, something? Not even $5, I don't think. You get what I'm saying? 5 cents a sheet. And you're complaining, saying you need a half a C note just to print 20 pages. Man, what is wrong with us? Priorities all wrong. All wrong. And then you want to be a signing company owner. So you was greedy, wanted all the money when you was a notary, and nobody could pay you enough as a notary. Then you become a signing company owner. And this ain't indicative for all of the signing company owners, because there's a ton of great ones out there, and I love them all. They're great. They do good. But then you become a signing company owner and you get stingy. So as a notary, you're greedy, And then as a signing company owner, you're stingy and don't want to give up a dime. And got all kind of reasons why you ain't gonna pay somebody. You didn't look at the customer in the eye. You didn't say hey to them. You didn't shake their hand. You parked in their driveway. I mean, all kinds of reasons why you ain't gonna pay somebody something. You didn't scan. You was 1 minute late scanning back. And we deducted $20 off of you. I'm like, man, y'all some greedy suckers out here, stingy. Greedy and stingy. Let me stop. I can keep going and going. I didn't even expect to be on this long. But y'all take it for what it is. I'm out.